Hi, I'm Travis Kirk. I'm from Florida. I'm married and I have 3 children. Um, I'm now a military veteran. I was in the Army, and before that, I was a Honda and Toyota Master Service Technician. And I'm continuing my education at Georgia Southern University currently. My major project poem is Alberto Rios' poem, When Giving is All We Have. The poem is about generosity and the consequences within human connection. Basically, it goes over the different reasons that people may give, want to give, and may experience when giving or receiving gifts. Um, and these are through acts of kindness and just basically supporting people or maybe just acknowledging them, and how it can influence one another to continue the process of giving. Um, so we'll go over the imagery and metaphor, and I'll represent or read to you the line, one river gives and its journey to the next. So basically, the journey is life through in giving with generosity. It's never ending. It just pours into the next one, the next person, the next person, the next person. Um, and it carries with it all its history, its movements, its enrichments, and just characteristics. So from one person to another, the stories, and maybe your children passing things on to their children and stuff like that through experiences they may tell each other. And not everything is just physical gifts. Like I said, it could be just knowledge and wisdom. The next line I'd like to go over is we give because someone gave to us, or we give because nobody gave to us. Um, Through repetition, anaphora, it's we give because, and we give because, and because there's many reasons we give. Whether it's because we've been given to, or we just want to give because somebody's without the gift of giving. Um, it's a nice gesture. It's basically pretty much what it is, but that leads to the next line of we have been better for it, but we have been wounded for it. That's contrast. Because you never know what's going to happen, how someone's going to perceive what giving is. Because you may be trying to be kind to somebody else, but their mood might not be there, and they may not interpret it until later on. So you could get your feelings hurt, leaving yourself vulnerable and open to what you thought was kind, gifting to somebody else. Most of the time, it's not the case, and people recognize the gift and they want to give to other people because they know what it feels like. Um, so it's positive. So you always take that risk. And then next, we'll go to the lines, you gave me blue and I gave you yellow. Together we are simple green. Blue and yellow, the different colors represent the different people and their cultures and just indifferences as a whole. Um, and then simple green is the combination of the people. So basically, they're coming together and they're making something more pure and stronger and stuff like that. And just an added note that simple green may have been put in this poem because of like the cleaning product simple green. That would reinforce or influence the poem's sense of like unity and growth amongst coming together and the cooperation amongst people and giving and continuing the process over and over again. Because I feel like someone who's a bad natured person, if they receive gifts and people are just kind to them and stuff like that, they fall out of it. So it would make sense that Simple Green may be the cleanser of the culture through generosity. So I think overall, I'll leave you with an example. Like hurricane victims, hurricane comes and wipes their communities out. as a whole. And one gang lived over here, and one gang lived over here, but everybody's homes are gone. I think I've seen it. I'm from Florida. Everybody just shuts down the indifferences. They just start giving. They start rebuilding. They realize that some of this stuff doesn't matter, and we're here for each other. And then we're all gonna have kids, and we're gonna want to be there for them. And I think that this poem just it outlines a lot of good stuff when it comes to being generous and giving to others. Um, what I think is important about the poem is the fact that it doesn't just go over the goods, it goes over the bads and what could happen and how it's just a continuous cycle. And it paints a picture of harmony that captivates me and maybe other readers. Um, Empathy and vulnerability are the key terms within this. So I want to say thank you for my interpretation of my poem, and I hope that you guys see it the same way. Enjoy your day.